Oh, hi! Toy sharing time. Now, we've had two figures from what I call my Netflix series, because these are anime figures, anime shows that are still in Netflix. We had Yuta, who is the main character for Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie. And then we have Momo Ayase from Dan Dan Dan. And now for our next, I guess it's for at the moment is going to be my the third figure, and so far, I guess the last of our Netflix series, and it's none other than Sunraku of Shangrila Frontier, or in the anime it's called Sunraku. Okay, I don't know why I did that, but Sunraku from Sunraku. I always heard. Okay, sorry. Okay, Sunraku from Shangri-La Frontier. Now, this is actually I actually discovered this by accident, because I was looking at the character. Oh, it looks funny, and tried it out. So so this is the figure. So that's what Sunraku looks like, or Sunraku, and yeah, he looks like a bird, a guy with a bird mask, and in the back there's some product pictures. As you can see, the different reactions, facial reactions that Sunraku has. Now, this might be my only figure wherein he's the only figure I have, but actually, at one of my favorite figures, one of my favorite purchases for last year, and yeah, still one of my favorite figures. Now, you start opening it up. So instructions in the side. They don't do the paper inserts anymore. And this is what Sunraku looks like in the figure. Now, first thing that you'll notice, he's actually pretty tall, right? And for a normal SH Figure Arts character, this is already pretty tall. Himself is pretty tall. Second, he's got different face plates. So as you can see, the beak is he has so he the face plates share one beak, but there are different facial expressions for the masks. Basically, different eye expressions since the beak doesn't change. Next, aside from the basic fist figure, fist hands, fist hands, he has five extra pairs, which is already pretty good. And as always, when we talk about value, now I'll always define what makes value to me, especially with SH Figure Arts, is the basic figure is the figure, face plates, and hands. Anything above that is already what I call value. And Sunraku does have a lot of value. In the tune of 4 weapons. Basically, the pair of Moonblades, the Vorpal Chopper, and the Marsh Blade. Now, if there's one thing with Sunraku is that he always fights with double weapons, right? So, I'm not gonna complain about value, because they could have just given Sunraku a pair, but it's not really annoying for me, but it's actually pretty. Not. I wouldn't say I'm pretty disappointed, but he is a video game character. So basically, Shangri-La Frontier talks about a video game, like a super immersive video game, and the main character is Sunraku. Now, Sunraku is his character in game, so there's a real person outside, and as a video game character, he has a lot of great weapons, and these are actually examples of these weapons. It's just that the Vorpal Chopper and the Marsh Blade actually comes in a pair. So I guess whoever made the figure or decided to conceptualize the figure knew that these three are very popular weapons, or especially the Vorpal Chopper, because that was his first really good weapon. And I guess they wanted to show all the weapons that he has. But then again, I mean, personally, the weapon I really liked is the Marsh Blades, though they do have the Vorpal Chopper. Actually, no, you know what? If I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't. I would rather have the two pairs of the Vorpal Chopper and the Marsh Blades rather than having the pair of the Moon Blades. But then I don't. I guess they found that the Moon Blades is the coolest of them, coolest looking. It does look cool, but I really prefer either the Marsh Blade or the Vorpal Chopper. But you know what? I've seen people sell off. I mean, I've seen people buy two figures of Sunraku, and just take the Marsh Blade and the Vorpal Chopper and actually sell the figure off with the Moon Blades and everything. I would do that if I had a lot. If I have either a lot of money to spend, which I don't, and or yeah, that's it. If I but at the I mean maybe if ever that I don't have anything else in my lineup to buy, I would do it. But buying something just for the weapons is a little too much for me. But you never know. So let's open them up. Right, so like I said, he's actually pretty tall for a figure. For a normal figure, he's actually pretty tall. So basically, I guess for in the game, Sunraku isn't really into armor a lot, so he prefers just basic and speed. Now this is what he looks like, of course, with the bird face. So you can actually take the beak off and take the half of the face off. So if you need to add like the extra beak, extra weapon, extra face plates, but it's just basically actually it's really more of just the eyes, like the expressive eyes. Now, articulation, as usual, SH Figure Art is always great with articulation. But the fact that it is just a bare figure and only with, I guess, the suspenders, articulation is very good. Articulation is really good. And you can really post this very well. Now, you got the different pairs of hands. You can change the hands into the hands that are holding weapons, because honestly, the Marsh Blade and the Vorpal Chopper is actually pretty nice weapons. Very good detail, very good paint jobs on it, as well as the Marsh Blade. Really good paint job, and the Moon Blades. Now, most SH Figure Arts weapons tend to have something like a space, or they did for figures like for weapons like these, they either detach and they just so that it's easier to fit. Actually, no. For these figures, they actually have a space in it. So for the weapon hand, it actually has a little bit of space. So it's a good thing actually, because most of the time, for those detachable weapons, detachable parts of the weapons, they tend to get lost. Actually, they tend to get lost. But I prefer the holding hands. But then again, you can actually detach this so that you can wear the weapon properly. Though you have to be very careful with this because it detaches. So yeah, you have to be very careful. But unlike the Moon Blade here, it doesn't connect. So it's just basically the Moon Blade. I was hoping that maybe it can transform, because it becomes like a combination weapon, but it doesn't. So that's a little bit of bummer. But then again, who am I to complain? I get 4 weapons. Which most people don't get. So yeah, that's 4 weapons. That's very good value for me, and very good. Remember, I always remember a definition of value, right? This is good value. Figure itself really nice. I would say that I guess this is one of the best valued figures. Yeah, I guess this would be one of the best valued figures in my recent SHF collection. You got weapons. You've got a good size figure. Five pairs of hands is a good deal. Most of them, especially for some Kamen Riders, it's just 3 or 2 pairs of hands. So this is very good value. So I also would like to recommend this anime if you'd like the long game. You know, it's the long anime. It's pretty funny. It's really funny how he abused the bunnies, or rabbits, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. I do hope that they can build this team. I mean, they can make other figures. They can make the figures of his other team members. But Sunraku on its own, I would say it's a good figure. It's a great buy. The anime is cool, and I mean, it's not a Demon Slayer or even like the new one like Kaiju number 8. Oh, by the way, that's soon. I'll be showing that. I'll be sharing that my Kaiju number 8 stuff. But it's good value. It's a great figure, definitely great figure, great size, good accessories, really nice weapons, great detail. So, even if you're not a fan or a general, or if you're a fan of action figures and toys, this is a great figure to get. And oh, by the way, some updates. I won't have a video out for next week because I'm gonna be pretty busy on a trip. But I'll come back next week, and I'm actually debating if we're gonna do if we're gonna do a little bit of some DC stuff. Yeah, I do have something planned up for April, since it's April Fools. We're gonna have an April Fool's month, but for the next 2 weeks, I think I have a plan. I'll be doing some DC stuff, and there. But again, this ends our Netflix series with Sunraku. But we're not done yet. Actually, there's actually Momo's grandmother, Seiko Ayase's figure has already been teased. So I'll definitely be getting that, and so I guess we can still continue. But for now, Sunraku's a great figure, great size, great articulation, great detail, and comes with a lot of weapons. So if it's going to be value for money, great value. Figure wise, great figure. Anime, fun anime. So I would really suggest this figure, and enjoy.